Come join Reverend Wayne S. Pierce on The Views Express, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific is 7 p.m. Eastern on Spreaker.com. Hey, this is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce for the 24th of October, 2012. Lots on my mind, lots of things, lots of thoughts I have floating through my head. And one of the things that I want to talk about is how we perceive things. Basically, one person will tell you, oh, you see these things a certain way. That's not how you should see them. Really? You're telling me how to see things now. There's also the other thought that people have that say, well, you know, your interpretation is wrong. Really? Yeah, you get that a lot too. The bottom line is that there is a fear factor involved in perceiving something because people don't want to see it the way that it is. People don't want to look around and say, oh my goodness, things are falling apart. No, they want to keep a positive mindset and say, well, God will take care of it, or we need to keep pushing through this and we'll get... And that's okay, because the more you fight, or I should say literally, the more that you push through the problems, you know, the more that you'll gain on the other end. And the perception of that is, you know, there's several perceptions and variations of the perception that says, why are you looking at it that way? Why not just give up? That's one perception. Why not just, you know, stop, rocking the boat and just, you know, deal with it? Well, you can't. Okay. So the perception that people have about things is literally, it has many, many variants. And because of their own perspective. And here's the bottom line with perception. You're going to believe the things that you see because it's how you see them. It's what you know. It's what your perception is. Along the way, people will always try to tell you that that's not the way it is. That whatever it is you're looking at, that's not the way it is. Well, I'm here to tell you that you will believe what you will believe because it's the way you observe it. It's your perception. It's your perspective on how you see things. Your perception is based upon what that thing is. But how you interpret it is basically from your perspective, because it's what you see. It's how you see it. That's the bottom line. Nobody can tell you any different, and nobody should. Nobody has a right to, really. So for anybody that looks at me and says, oh, well, you know, you're this and you're that, really? Have you walked in my shoes? Do you know what I know? Have you seen what I've seen? Obviously not. You wouldn't be sitting there criticizing me for something you don't understand. And it really puts a perspective, from my perspective, I really see other people as being very shallow, very limited in intellect when they want to criticize me for something they don't understand. It's that simple. Your perspective is one thing. What you see is what you see. You believe that thing is what it is. No one can tell you any different. You see it. There it is, right there. There's no changing that. Somebody else's perspective may be of that thing you're looking at might be totally different. They might have a different, all it is contrast and comparison. Do you have anything that you can compare whatever you're looking at? Do you have anything to compare that to? That's the question. How can this make any sense if I can't compare it to anything else to try to match it up with something that I understand? Well, there you go. What you need to do is you need to go, that's unique. I've never seen that before, and you need to do your research. And it all comes down to perspective. Perspective is where you're standing, not what you're looking at. Perspective is where you're at. And your perception is the input. Your interpretation of that input is your mind trying to wrap itself around something it's familiar with. And therefore, you're going to say whatever it is you think it's not, or whatever it is you think it is. But then somebody else will come along and say, no, that's not it. Really? How do you know? Are you standing in my position? Are you seeing it from my point of view? So that whole issue is, I can get really deep on that, but I won't. But that's one thing I wanted to talk about, perception, or perspective. I keep mixing those two words up. Perspective. Where are you standing? What are you seeing? So it's that simple. It really is. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce for the 24th of October, 2012. Have a great day.